What does success take? A generic answer is that it takes what it takes. The acronym is ITWIT. It takes what it takes. Then the question is, of course, do I have what it takes? And the final question is, will I give what it takes? It takes what it takes. Do I have what it takes? Will I give what it takes? Now, I like when answers are specific and technical and not abstract. That way I can write it down and really check boxes off. So what does success take? Well, it definitely takes time. Do I have time? Yes. Will I give time? Yes. Okay. Now you can see this is not an infinite list, actually. We're going to make the list as small as possible while still being complete and thorough. Okay. It takes time. Will I give time? Am I willing? Am I able to give time? Yes. Okay. It takes energy. Do I have energy? That comes and goes, right? I basically always have time. Do I always have energy? That comes and goes. So will I give energy? When I have extra energy, yes, I'll give it. Okay. It takes what it takes. Time and energy. It takes service to others. Success requires service to others. You can steal from others. I don't want to do that. So you could say success takes what it takes, and it could take stealing from others. I'm not going to do that. But it can take serving others. Will I do that? Yeah, I will serve others. Okay, I'll serve others. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to give that ingredient which success takes. Okay. Service to others. Now, before we continue, let's think a little bit more deeply about service to others. What does that require? Well, it requires being judged by others, doesn't it? When I'm serving others, and I want my service to others to be part of my success recipe, then I have to be interested and curious about when people don't want to be around me, don't want my service, don't want my products or programs, don't want my company, my expertise, my time. Remember I said it takes time? If people don't want my time, remember I said it takes energy? If people don't want my energy, remember we can say it takes influence. If people don't want my time, my energy, my influence, well, I can't force it on them. And so service to others also requires a willingness to be judged and to be both accepted and rejected. On the flip side, it requires that I both accept some things from some people, including their company and their business, and reject some things from some people. So while I'll sell my book to anyone, and I'll sell my self-paced coaching class to anyone, I will not sell my personal time to just anyone. To spend personal one-on-one time with me requires qualification, requires application and qualification. So I'm willing to reject other people or to conditionally accept other people as part of my success recipe. Okay, so now let's move on from service to others to the next thing. Does it take money? Well, it doesn't necessarily take money because time is money, so you can turn your time into money. But eventually it will take money. Having a business, you have to pay taxes once you make money and stuff like that. You have to pay for, like an internet service if you're running an online business, maybe a platform, maybe a website. So it does take some money, but you don't have to have money to start. That's because time is money by a cofactor, just like energy is mass by a cofactor. E equals mc squared. It says energy is mass by a cofactor. Just like we say, 2 by 4 is 2 times 4. M by c squared is equal to energy. So we say it takes time, it takes energy, it takes service to others. It does not take money, but it does take being at peace with money. It does take being sober around money. Or am I willing to give that, to be that?